So here's example 2, 4 parentheses 3x minus 5. This was the question you guys did for bell work. So remember, we draw arrows from the number that is outside to the ones that are inside the parentheses. And what do those arrows mean? What operation? Multiplication. So it's like saying 4 times what? So I have 4 times 3, and you keep that x with it. You don't need to do anything with the x, but you do need to keep it with it. Then that's the same thing as saying 4 times what? What operation sign should go in between them? A subtraction. Why should a subtraction sign go between them? So if it's a subtraction sign, keep it a subtraction sign. If it has a plus sign, keep it a plus sign, but don't change them. Does that make sense, guys? So leave it whatever sign that it is, and then actually do the math. What's 4 times 3, you guys?
12.
So we write 12x. What's 4 times 5? And then what operation sign should go between the 12x and the 20? So your answer is 12x minus 20.
How many people got it right?
I don't know, I haven't looked.
I got it right.
All right, let's do another one, guys. Example 3. What about something like this? It's a little bit different. Okay, so it's the same thing, right? We draw our arrows. And what does that first arrow mean? What do I write down? What am I multiplying together? I'm multiplying 9 times x. That's my first thing, 2 things I'm multiplying together. Does that make sense, everyone? Then I'm going to multiply 9 times what? What operation sign goes between the 2? An addition sign, that plus sign. Now here's the tricky part. It says 9 times x. What do you think? What number is right in front of the x, guys? No, in front of the x, right here. What number is there, but you don't have to see it, but it's all... No. 1. There is always a 1. That's one of my invisible math rules. It's the green one up at the top. It says there is a coefficient of 1 to the left of every variable. So every time you see just an x, it's the same thing as saying 1x. So there is a 1 right there. You just don't see it. And they'll never ever write it there because it's invisible. So I'm taking 9 and I'm multiplying it by 1x. So what's 9 times 1x? 9x. But I'm showing you why it's 9x. Does that make sense? You do not need to write the 1 there because it's invisible. But I'm showing you why. The reason why it's 9x is because you're multiplying it by 1. Good question. Hank? Yes, any letter, any number, any variable will always have a 1 in front of it unless there's another number there. Good question. Did that make sense, guys? And then what's 9 times 6? 54. And what operation sign goes in the middle? So my answer is 9x plus 54. Okay, example 4. Everyone do this one for me. What if I give you 6 and then inside parentheses 2q minus 3? 6 is outside parentheses, 2q minus 3. All right, so remember, we draw those arrows, and what's that first arrow mean that I'm going to write? What am I multiplying together? 6 times 2q. Draw your second arrow. What am I multiplying together, guys?
6 times 3.
What operation sign should go between the two? And then do your math. What's 6 times 2q? 12q. What operation sign should be next? And what's 6 times 3? So your answer is 12q minus 18. Questions? It was 2q, but I have to take that 6 that's outside of it, and I'm multiplying that 6 by that 2, and 6 times 2 is 12. Good. Good question. Other questions, you guys? All right, I'm going to stop this video.